us to reach new heights alone. So I'm
pulling in the anchor and drifting away. That's right. That's our good friends from St. Ricketts at www.streetreckets.com. I got a little pain going on back here. We can get some news and splash on there. Anybody guess what that is? Little blue and little gold, back from the dead, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Bob Ross. And we're here 100% live on, what's that thing called here? The Yo Show.
Yo!
I guess Yo. Yeah, I'm back from the dead, resurrected. Of course, it's Halloween, so why not resurrect your old friend Bob Ross?
Now you brought him back.
With glasses, of course. And make a nice paint for you back here. So good evening and welcome to the Yo Show. I am Bob Ross, your special guest host. And with us, as always, she is the co-hostess with the mostest, the sister from another mister, and one spooky devil, the one and only Miss Jewel Tatey. Jewel, good evening.
Good evening, Bob. How are we doing tonight?
I'm doing groovy. I'm doing absolutely groovy. I got some paintings going on here. Andrew Blydner in the house. We're going to have a great show. We're going to have a groovy show. We're going to have a scary show. Look at that. He's got the little painted thing on there. Got a little Bob Ross, little devil. Little Tommy Curtis in the house. Yo, brah. Not sure what that means. That might be for Jeff. He's a regular host. So, Bear Rains in the house because you're quiet and not coming because he doesn't want Lydia to cut him. I think Lydia might cut me.
Oh, he wants her to cut him.
Well, he's freakish like that. Maybe she'll paint him like, maybe she'll cut him a nice
freaky like Bob Ross.
Maybe she'll cut him a nice shade of red. We can make a nice red Bear Rains. So yeah, this is the Yo Show, I guess. I'm brought in with your for Jeff the Shark, and I'm here with
another goal.
I'm scared. Woo! We have a very super scary looking ghost on our hands. One and only Miss Joe.
I feel like a zombie.
You are a zombie.
Hit
it.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell, and also check out my channel. And also have a boo-rific day.
A boo-rific day. This is the Yo Show's Halloween Spook-Tacular. I feel a little ridiculous as the boss zombie, or am I the Ross zombie? Or is Jewel the boss zombie? I have no fucking idea.
I can't with this voice.
This is going to be...
It's like ASMR.
This is going to be the reborn Bob Ross. Where we drink, etc. Jewel, today was a rough day for me. I got resurrected from the dead. Woke up this morning with horrible stomach pains. A little vomit. So we've got to be careful what we drink tonight. Although I do have for Halloween, I do have a nice glass of blood. Look at that.
Oh.
Nice blood, everybody, for Halloween. Oh.
That's what I'm drinking. Blood.
I'm drinking blood. I'm going to be drinking my own blood soon from all the fumes that come off.
I know.
This colored beard of mine.
It's okay. I don't know.
So tonight, we got a great show for you. I appreciate all the comments and the people viewing. We have a terrific guest. She is scary, at the same time super sexy. She's in a brand new... I think Bob Ross should not be saying super sexy.
Oh, boy.
Has anybody seen Papa Smurf? He was killing it last year. I don't know what I'm doing here this year. Our very special guest in a brand new film called The House That Eats Flesh. That's very scary. The lovely Miss Lydia Manson.
Ow!
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. And as you know, Lydia has agreed to do a little something for us tonight. Jewel, I'm going to tell the folks out there. My glasses are on crooked because I can't get them into the afro. But here we got a little something here for everybody. And I want everybody to pay attention and tell your friends if not. So as you know, our regular host, Jeff, was in Facebook jail for mouthing off being a dumbass. So he's back. So tonight we're going to do a little contest. The 13th person that says, welcome back, in the comments section is going to win a prize. That's right, the 13th person. We got a count.
Can I comment?
13th person that says, welcome back, is going to get an autographed picture.
Welcome back. You're not Cotter.
Of our very special guest, Lydia Manson. Look at that autograph photo. I want that autograph.
If you're going to get an autograph, say welcome back. Do you hear that, people?
We have one Welco. Kelly Ann just said, welcome. You can't cheat, Kelly Ann.
She got too excited. There you go.
She was the first one. And now we count down, and I don't care if it's a duplicate.
Come here.
It could be a duplicate, but if you're the 13th, welcome back. You're going to get an autographed photo of our guest tonight, Miss Lydia Manson. And maybe I'll even come over your house and paint a picture. Get a little bit of that blue and splashing in there real nice. You see that blue I'm working with there? A little bit of gold.
Phthalo blue.
Phthalo blue is actually the video I watched today of myself. Now, I just smashed my knee under the table. As I said, I was a little bit sick this morning, so getting back in the groove. Jeff the Shark asked me to give a very huge thank you to last week's guest, the man that's tuning in tonight, the awesome actor, Mr. Andrew James Blytner.
Woo!
I watched the show last week, Andrew, from heaven, while I was painting pictures for Jesus. And we have a second. Welcome back, Miss Sharon Tatey. Says,
Good job, family.
Good job, family. Get your friends. Tell them to come on in. So they could be the 11th and 12th, and you could jump in with the 13th and win an autographed photo of Miss Lydia Manson.
Yeah, win me. I want the autograph.
I
win
want
it for me.
I want it too. I asked her. I said, if nobody wins, I'm gonna take it. So, Jewel Devil, what do you prefer? Jewel Elzebub?
She devil.
She devil. Very scary.
Beelzebub.
Very spooky. I don't see them because I'm in heaven. Me and God. I paint God portraits. Unfortunately, I came back with horrible eyesight, Jewel, because I'm wearing glasses. I do still have my shirt heavily unbuttoned.
I know. I do not like being this close. I think we need to back it up. We can see your painting. Can you back it up, please?
Oh, good. Yeah, now you can. Nah. That's scary as hell. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, so much better.
No wonder why. I didn't realize I was that close up.
Just wanted the people to see my makeup because that was the costume. So
It looks.
there you have it.
It looks absolutely spooky. I'm not
Try
gonna
to do
lie.
like a pop art devil, which looks good on many people. I can't do it.
It's very scary. The viewers are checking in. Remember, 13th person to say welcome back gets a very special prize.
Welcome back. I can't. We're gonna
Not
get
you.
censored.
Yeah, you
Come
can't
back,
sing that either.
welcome.
Can't sing that. I gotta share something. I gotta share something with you real quick.
Shut the hell up now.
No, not at all. I gotta share something with you real quick, Jewel Tatey, for our Halloween show.
Thanks.
And I'm gonna share this for you real quickly for our friend Jewel.
Come on, man.
Everybody.
Pa for the cops.
You're an asshole. Straight up asshole. I hate it. No.
Anybody that's new to the program knows that Jewel's scared half to death of the Crypt Keeper. So, Bob Ross, make sure. Our good friend Eden James in the house. Eden, thank you very much. I'm going to draw you a picture.
Thanks, Eden.
The picture's going to look the same on painting all night.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Eden James, a superstar musician with us. So we have an incredible show tonight. Lydia Manson, as you know, on the program. Horror film actress. She's going to be in costume as well. But Jewel, before we get her on, let's do that top 5 list. And Jeff said to make sure, Bob, you get a good top 5 list. So mine tonight, I can't even find it because I can't see. Oh, our 10 scariest horror film characters. We might have done this last year. I don't remember.
I don't know. Probably.
But, let's do them anyway, and I'll start off number 5 with Billy from Saw. That sure is scary.
I never saw Saw. You believe that?
Never saw Saw. It's a good
How
pun.
did-
I like that. Never saw Saw.
You watched Saw?
One, I saw the first one. Did not like the rest. Scared the crap out. It did not paint a very pretty
You
picture.
don't like Okay. Yeah, I didn't see Saw. I don't like torture. I love Halloween. I love scary movies. I don't like torture or gore. So I get scared. I can't watch everything.
I got to tell you, Jewel, I do look a little bit like Mr. Cotter from Welcome Back, Cotter, so maybe we can sing that. I look like
Right.
Welcome Back, Cotter meets any porn star from the 70s meets Bob Ross on his birthday.
Mr. Cocktail.
Number 4, Jason Voorhees. Ooh, that's very scary. From Friday the 13th. Number 3 from it, the one and only Pennywise. Very scary.
I'm glad you're staying in character.
Very scary. Absolutely in character. I'm terrified by myself. Time for number 3, Bob Ross. For this version of Bob Ross. Number 2 is Chucky.
Ugh.
The Bride of Chucky. Chucky Returns. You name it, Chucky. And number 1, don't dare. Oh, Lydia Manson in the background, showing me a little prop. Well, we're gonna save the prop dude if she comes on.
Oh, I'm scared.
Number 1, of course, is Mr. Freddy Krueger. Whatever you do, Jewel, do not fall asleep. That's Bob Ross impersonating Freddy Krueger. What a disaster!
Come on. Oh, I have my makeup.
Jewel Tatey, you're top 5.
Oh my god, mine are all doubles.
Are they
I'll
all
try-
Are they all hellacious?
Yeah. All right, number 5.
Satanic? Number
I was
5.
just thinking of things I'd really be scared of, which is everything. But
like
number
the
5.
Crypt Keeper.
Can you let me talk? He wasn't on there because I went by movies. But if I did TV shows, he'd be freaking number 1 through 5. Number 5. Annie Wilkes. There's nothing scarier than a superfan who just like can't let that shit go. And Kathy Bates and Lizzie Kaplan. They're just so creepy.
That is pretty scary.
Gotta love them.
She tried to attack me once.
Number 4 was a toss-up between Audrey 2 and Esther from Orphan. I don't know why. They're nothing alike.
Ooh.
But I'm scared of plants, big things, and little girls that act like grown-ups.
We tried to get Esther here on the show. She shot me down 3 times.
Are you serious?
Thank you, Esther. Yes.
Wow. All right, number 3. Hannibal Lecter. Don't like cannibals that much either. And they're real, so
Very scary.
also very scary. Number 2. I had Freddy. I have Freddy with Hannibal. Freddy, Jason, and Michael Myers, they can just all be the same level of scary, I feel. Number 2, number 2 was Chucky and Brahms from The Boy, because dolls freak me out. I gotta stop touching myself because I'm getting red everywhere. And number 1, because she is a real thing and she's a real spirit, it would have to be Annabelle. And she does evil things.
That's scary. That's scary as hell, Joe, I gotta say. I'm absolutely terrified.
Which is your list kind of the same?
I forget mine.
Yeah, she said Pennywise too. He freaks her out.
No, there was like this step thing in the Halloween store, and I stepped on it, and I knew it was.
She made friends with it. Yeah, Pennywise. Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
She's really not scared of anything. Okay, I'm sorry. Rehash.
That's okay. Let's rehash our top 5 scariest horror film characters. And number 5 is Billy from Saw. That's right. Number 4, Jason Voorhees. I could paint him a nice shade of red. Number 3, Pennywise. I once did his face. I painted it for him one time. All that white color. Number 2, Chucky. Number 1, of course, Freddy Krueger. Jewel the Devil Tatey came back with Annie Wilkes. She's your number 1 fan. Number 4 was Esther, who refused to be on the Yo Show 3 times. That's pretty scary. Number 3 is Hannibal Lecter. I can't do that. I can't do that sound effect. Number 2 is Freddy and Chucky and Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers. Pretty much every horror character. And number 1 is Annabelle, because she's a real spirit. Poor Bob Ross. If I'm not turning over my grave, I sure am now. That's what Halloween's all about. It's the spookiest time of the year. I'm scaring myself half to death. I'm scaring myself half to death.
Yeah. Little girls usually end up on the list.
I got my skeleton in the house.
Oh, nice. What is that? Because
it's actually
is
what
that
Bob
Parker?
Ross looks like now. It's a big head of hair.
Oh
and a
my
skeleton.
God, be nice.
This was Dan Aykroyd's vodka.
Was it really?
Terrible. Worst vodka I ever drank.
Everyone just buys it for the bottle, though.
Exactly. I dumped it after half a bottle. It's just that disgusting. Jewel? A little message from our good friend Tina Marie Celine. Hey, y'all, sending love. You're looking like Bob Ross 2.0 over here, Jeff Perini. Who's Jeff Perini? I am Bob Ross. And Jewel Tatey, you are barely recognizable, but still beautiful as ever. I tell you what, I don't want to mingle on the satanic, but I like him when I'm seeing from our she-devil to see.
Okay. I love the background, though. It's very festive.
I like the background. It's very Halloweenish. You got yourself some Jack-O-lanterns. Big moon in the background there, you see? I'm going to paint you a little picture right here on the screen. Look at that. You got a big moon in the background there. Fill that in. So, as we know, Jewel Tatey having a hard time getting a straight face. Poor Lydia. She's probably, what did I get myself into? Getting ready to walk the hell out of here. This guy's freaking me out. Like, I'm actually better. Like
I
this,
love you,
right?
Tina. You're the best. Thank you.
Tina, you are beautiful. I'm going to paint a little picture. I'm going to paint Tina real quick on the screen here.
Yeah.
Paint a little picture. There we go. That's it. My beautiful picture in the background.
Oh my God.
All right. So, as we all know,
Moving on.
man, last year was worse for Papa Smurf. This voice is worse.
I like all the voices.
Thank
Santa
you.
included.
As we know, Sunday night is Halloween, Jewel. And any big plans this year? I know you and young lady are big Halloween fans. I am as well.
Mm-hmm.
We got a party Saturday night for my wife. A little fundraiser. Very excited for that.
Yes, I will be there, and I have family party Friday, your party Saturday, and then Sunday everyone's coming to my place. And I always wanted to live in like a cute little town that goes out for Halloween and, you know, the real Halloween feel. So that's what it is. And last year we didn't trick or treat. So this year we are going all out. I'm making sure she has the biggest pillowcase filled with candy, and we're going to walk until our feet hurt, and it's going to be a great time.
Sounds great. I hope nobody this year gives out UNICEF pennies because kids are past that. They're ready for candy. They didn't get to get out last year. Keep your pennies.
No, get the big bars, you people.
Come to Bob Ross's house. I'll paint you a picture of a
my
piece
God.
of candy. Paint you a
So
picture of a
creepy.
piece of candy. It is creepy. When you listen to like what I talk about, it is pretty creepy. Just wish I could see without the glasses. I can't see my hand from my face without the glasses. I see we have a lot of views on now. It's a little bit early. It's 8:20. Normally we don't bring our guests on until 8:30, but I can barely stand it. I'm getting so excited, Jim. You can tell from the sound of my voice, I'm absolutely excited. We're going to do this real quick, though, Jewel, and I need you to help me keep count
Okay.
because our lovely guest has agreed to help out with this. So far, we have 3, so 10 more to go. If you're the 13th person to comment, welcome back, since Bob Ross is back from heaven.
Oh my God.
13th person to comment, welcome back, will get a prize. Our lovely guest tonight, Miss Lydia Manson, agreed to an autographed picture. Tell you the truth, I hope nobody wins because I kind of want it myself.
I know. I want it. Win it for us.
Tina with a welcome back. And Tina's just going to keep pounding welcome back till she reaches number 13. Stipulation.
Yeah, right.
JoJo in the house. JoJo, good evening. Yours truly.
JoJo.
Thank you for tuning in this evening to see this nonsense.
I can't wait to see your costume.
I know. I'm excited for everybody. I'm excited. Speaking of costumes, let's get to it, Jewel. Devil Jewel. Our guest is a tremendous horror film actress starring in a brand new film called The House That Eats Flesh. Sounds absolutely terrifying, and I mean that. It actually does sound terrifying, but I do want to check this movie out. She's terrific, and she is in costume. She agreed to join us on Halloween. We changed days and everything to make sure that Jewel and I were here to do Halloween together because, you know, it's our favorite holiday. Let's give a big Yo Show Bob Ross Devil welcome to the one and only Miss Lydia Manson. Lydia, good evening.
No, thank you for having me.
Thank you for being had. I don't know, I'm trying to be corny like Bob Ross, and I'm striking you out terribly. But anyway, I'll put my Jeff voice on for a few moments because you certainly deserve that. Thank you for coming on the program.
Oh my gosh, I'm super excited to be here. Thank you for reaching out and asking me to be on it.
Absolutely. So I'm going to guess, is that Marilyn Monroe?
How dare you?
Tiffany, right?
Obviously, Tiffany Valentine.
Yes. You look great.
Right. That's right. She had the prop, and I missed it because I seen you put the prop up. The one and only Chucky. Amazing. Perfect
He's
job.
He's super rude. He doesn't appreciate my Swedish meatballs. You know, I bake cookies for him. He can't even help clean up the dishes. I read so many Martha Stewart books for him, and I get an engagement ring that he stole off of a dead body. I mean, come on.
No respect.
Absolutely.
10 years I looked for him. 10 years. I put this back together. I did.
He's So creepy.
It is a little creepy. Until you combine it a little creepy.
But I've had this doll since I was in high school that I bought.
Really?
Yes. I don't have my Tiffany doll with me, unfortunately, because I am far from home right now. As you can see in my lovely hotel room. So I'm trying to not see my messy sheets because I did not. Apparently, they no longer do housekeeping until you leave.
Yeah.
So I tried to throw the sheet over the bed so it didn't look that bad.
Oh, you're fine. So you're in Buffalo, right?
Yeah, I'm in Buffalo. Yesterday and today I was filming. They're filming a new pilot for a TV show that they want to get back, that they want to start. It's called Set List. It's about a band in Buffalo, New York. And I'm actually from Buffalo, New York. So it was great to get back to, where my roots are. And I absolutely love music. So I was really happy to be a part of it.
Very cool.
Are you a Buffalo Bills fan? Do you crash through the tables like they do in the Bills game in the parking lot?
Obviously, Bills Mafia for life. And we actually had one of the Buffalo Bills was actually on set today with us. So that was super exciting. I got to meet him. I didn't get a picture with him, but my brother's probably going to kill me because my brother is a diehard fan. He lives in North Dakota now, and he still rocks the Buffalo Bills.
Wow. Who is the player? Do you have a name for us? Or are you not allowed to share it?
I think I can share it. I just want to make sure I don't mess up his name and call him something that he is not, because that would be super awkward. But Jason Phillips.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
I'm not good with players' names or anything like that, but I do know that that's what Jason Phillips was on set today. So he had a role in the pilot today. So that was super exciting to just, see someone out of their element, because somebody who's normally a football player, now he's making, he's going into acting a little bit. I don't know if he plans to pursue that or not, but it was awesome to get to see that.
It's pretty cool because normally he's the pro and now he's on your stage and you're the pro.
I wasn't the pro though. I was just hanging out, helping out my friend whose show it is. So I got to be like a featured extra. And then when I got here yesterday, they were like, "Oh, do you want to play the bartender?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, absolutely. Throw me behind the bar." So I was making fake shots for everybody and just giving them shots of water. Because you don't realize when you're trying to be quiet in the background, how loud you actually are. And I'm the most awkward person ever in real life. So I was getting caught on it was a real bar. So I'm getting caught on all of the bottles. And I'm just like, I'm sorry. I'm trying to fake a fake martini shaker to make these shots. And I'm just like, shots. Yeah. I'm like, what? So, trying to be quiet and actually being quiet are two completely different things on set.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Oh my God, it's so loud.
I listened to a show last week, and all I did was cracked open a beer can, and the whole microphone was shaking. I listened to the playback. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, so I get
it's tough.
Yeah, I didn't bring my microphone or my headphones. I apologize. I'm totally unprepared. And Bear, no, I didn't bring my knife. Chucky left his knife at home too.
He is obsessed with your knife and being stabbed.
It's my thing. What can I say? Everybody thinks it's going to be great until it actually happens.
Right, absolutely.
So I just watched the new Chucky. I mean, it's what, 2 years old or whatever. What did you think of that? Because I felt so sorry for Chucky.
Are you talking about the new show on Sci-Fi?
Oh, did you see the new movie with Mark Hamill where it's
the Curse of Chucky?
I think it was just he's an Alexa doll, and it's the new version of it. Oh yeah, it was kind of cartoony, but safe for me to watch because Chucky has always been. I'm just terrified of him.
I actually got to so I was at Monster Mania 46 2 months ago in New Jersey because Troma had actually asked me if I wanted to come and promote the House that Eats Flesh at their table, and I'm like, well, who says no to Troma? So I was like, of course I'll be there. So I went there, and I didn't realize like 2 days before the convention, I was like, okay, like what am I going to dress up as? Because the last convention I had gone to before that, I dressed up as Harley Quinn, Wednesday
I can
Addams.
see that. Yeah, I can see
So
that too.
I was like, okay, you know, what am I going to do this time? And then I looked at the lineup of the guests, and it was actually a Chucky reunion. So they had Brad Dourif was there, Fiona Dourif was
man.
there.
Wow.
Yeah, it was Alex Vincent was there. So I was like, okay, I gotta dress as Tiffany.
Mhm.
So I dressed as Tiffany, and there's all these people like walking around dressed as Chucky. I had my Chucky doll, and like every time one of them would walk past my table, I'm just like, how dare you even show your face around me?
That's amazing.
But I actually got to meet Alex Vincent, who, for those who don't know, played Andy in Child's Play 1 and 2. So that was super exciting. I told him, I said, oh, I'm sure you don't remember this, but I was like, you actually commented on my Tiffany photos on Facebook. And he was like, oh, I did. And I said, yeah. I was like, I fangirled a little bit. You know, I screenshotted his comment and posted it on Instagram and everything. He was like, oh, that was really nice of me. And I was like, yeah, that was.
Wow.
So we got to talk for a while, and I got my picture taken with him as Tiffany. So that was super cool with his Chucky doll. So, I mean, that was definitely #goals. But he said for those that are excited for the new show, that he said just give it a couple of episodes, and he's like, you're going to see all of your old favorites. So he's going to be there. Jennifer Tilly's going to be there. So I unfortunately have missed the first 2 episodes because I've just been so busy, but I'm super excited to actually get to sit down and watch it because I'm a huge Chucky fan.
Yeah. Oh man.
You're getting all endearing and everything over there. Like you're in love.
I mean, sometimes it's just true love.
So busy indeed. I see a lot of titles coming out. Tell us about the new one, That House That Eats Flesh. I mean,
So the House That Eats Flesh.
before you get into it, I'm going to be honest. I'm scared to hit the death of horror movies and gore and all that. Even if it's fake, it scares the hell out of me. So
Oh my God.
tell me about this and let me know if I could actually make it through.
Well, if you don't like blood and gore, this is probably not the movie for you. So we have Lisa Wilcox who's starring in it. And for those who are not familiar with her name, she was in Nightmare on Elm Street 4 and 5.
Yes.
She was also, in Star Trek. Looking over her IMDb credits, I didn't realize she was the mom on Bill and Ted. And I was just like, wow. So I had an ongoing joke with my fans for the longest time because I had been promoting this movie for such a long time because I'm producer on the film, and then I also play the character Luna in the film. So I had an ongoing joke that I was like, oh, there's no way I'm going to be able to just ask Lisa Wilcox to take a picture with me. Oh, Callie, I love you too. So what I said was, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to act like I'm taking a selfie while Lisa's in the background. So that counts as my picture with her.
All right.
When she got on set, actually our director, Josh Graves, he was like, oh, I just want you to like stick with Lisa, make sure she's comfortable and everything. So I actually got to hang out with Lisa on set for a while, and that was super amazing. I still did not ask her for a photo because everybody else was, and I just didn't want to be that person. I'm like, oh, I have to put my producer cap on, and I have to be I have to, act professional right now. So I did end up taking the selfie with her in the background, and I'm just like, so it was super exciting to meet her and work with her, and she did such an amazing job. Like just watching her act, I'm just like, is this really going on right now? And she actually gave me her phone to take behind the scenes photos. So I'm just like snapping away. And she's like, I just wanted a couple of pictures. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I did not understand the assignment. I took a bunch.
You don't want this one of me eating a hamburger?
Yeah, I was like, and I actually made a joke because she had left like part of her sandwich on a plate. And I was like, so do we save this? Do we put this on eBay? Like this was bitten by Lisa Wilcox on set, we can match up her teeth marks and everything. And then I'm just like, compose yourself, Lydia. We just need to, it's just trash at this point. Okay. Like it's just part of an uneaten sandwich. But I mean, to meet like horror icons like that is just super amazing, especially because I'm still so new in the industry. But The House That Eats Flesh, we just released our trailer. So if you haven't checked that out, check that out now. We have it on our Facebook group, my Facebook. I have it posted, and in our official House That Eats Flesh Instagram page. But so The House That Eats Flesh is going to be a 3-part anthology. surrounding the house and everything that goes on. And our killer is Baghead. So the main part that I'm in is it's about a group of friends who are together for Thanksgiving. They rented a house in the woods because who really wants to stay home with their family on Thanksgiving? So
when they go to a house that eats flesh.
Right? I mean, if I'm going to go anywhere, I'm going to go to a house that eats flesh. I mean, that's definitely what I'm going to do for Thanksgiving. So the house we learn is built on the gates of hell. So who knows what's going to happen? You're just going to have to stay tuned. But I mean, there's really amazing kills and lots of blood, lots of gore. So if that is your thing, you're absolutely going to love it. We did all real special effects for this project, so you're not going to see any CGI. So if you see guts being torn out, that was actual. I didn't sit there, but our amazing special effects people sat there and made fake intestines and everything to make it look as realistic as possible. So they did a really amazing job. And our director of photography, Carlos Berber of Berber Productions, he just did such an amazing job. And when you check out the trailer, you're going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe this is like a low budget horror indie film. Like this looks like it could be legit from Hollywood. He just did that good of a job. So super excited that I got to work with him on that. So it was really amazing.
So now that the first one's wrapped, are you working on the second, or is it?
So I'm not in the other two parts because, well, you'll just have to see what happens to Luna. But I'm producer for the whole production. So we'll see if they need me on set or anything else like that. We are going to be launching an Indiegogo campaign to help with finishing funds, because once you get into a production, things start adding up really quickly. So it's like, we did raise a decent amount of money with our first two campaigns, but unfortunately we tapped out and we need just a little bit more to help finish the project. So there's another part that just needs to be filmed. So that once that's done, we're hoping to be able to release the final project around April is what we're shooting for right now. And then Josh Graves wants to turn it into an actual trilogy. So we'll start off with the house that eats flesh and go to the town that eats flesh and then the city that eats flesh.
Oh, man,
that's really cool.
I'm gonna have to watch it and suck it up.
You're scaring Jeff.
I think it'll be okay. Like, if not, me and Chucky got your back.
Well,
we're your friends to the
end. So you're from New York, right?
Yes, I live in New York.
Right, you said Buffalo, right? And so I'm in PA, so a couple hour car ride. Watch it with me so you can watch the ridiculousness on my face. And I do. I
won't laugh when you cry. I'll try not to.
It's actually quite
You're talking to the girl that literally does photos covered in blood. So,
I mean, that's one of the questions, like being a horror actress. Have you been in horror your whole life? Is this like, have you ever done anything that you watch on film, you're like, oh God, like that's just gross? Or is it just like, hey man, it's a living, like everything else that people do for work?
So I've only been acting for about 10 to 12 months now. Wow. Just, fresh to the game. This was not, I didn't grow up like thinking, oh my God, I need to be an actress and all that stuff. It just kind of happened. And I'm very grateful for that. And I have an amazing fan base that I've amassed so quickly. And I don't think I could ever say one bad thing about the fan base that I have, and they've just been so amazing. But horror has always had like a special place in my heart. Like I remember watching the original Nightmare on Elm Street when I was probably like 6 years old at like 2:00 in the morning on cable, because where else do you watch the Nightmare on Elm Street? Yeah. On basic cable at 2 a.m. So Nightmare on Elm Street will always have a very special place in my heart. It's one of my favorite horror movies. Freddy Krueger, he's top notch for me. And then The Exorcist 3, I remember watching that when I was very young, and that is probably one of there's a third one, and I'm like, you need to watch it. It's more psychological in the horror realm, but I think it's an amazing film, and it probably has one of the greatest jump scares, I think, as far as horror films go. And to this day, that is the only movie that I recall that ever scared me. Although I'm a fan of yours too. So, I love horror with all my heart, but I don't want to be pigeonholed into only doing horror films. I don't want to be typecast. So as much as I do love it, I do want to branch out and I want to actually be like a serious actress. And, I'm trying everything to do that. Like I take improv classes twice a week. So just to hone in and learn my craft and things like that. I want to make the crossover into music because music is a huge part of my life. I'm trying to sing. So I don't want to just be stuck in the horror genre. As amazing as it is, I feel like I just want to be well-rounded and do a little bit of everything.
Yeah. And I heard you sing. You're a great singer. So
Oh my gosh,
do you
thank
write?
you.
Yeah. Do you write music? And is that something you're really going to pursue like soon, or how's that coming along?
I'm writing a few songs. Unfortunately, I have no musical talent whatsoever. So I can just write some lyrics and hopefully somebody will give me some awesome music to put them to. But that's the goal right now, is to focus on music a little bit more. I'm part of a few amazing projects as far as filming goes. So I'm just trying to give them each balance right now.
That's awesome.
Who are you listening to right now? I'm always curious.
Oh gosh, I'm really into like cover bands right now. Like Halocene is amazing. So I've been listening to them a lot. Violet Orlandi, I think I'm pronouncing her name right. I think she's an amazing cover artist. And I love a cover artist because it's like, they take these songs that we absolutely love and then they rework them in a way that I'm like, oh my God, I never would imagine listening to this song this way. But now that I've heard it, I'm absolutely obsessed.
Yeah.
So,
Even like postmodern jukebox. I'm like,
oh
whoa.
my God,
That's really cool.
I love it. Yeah.
their cover of Mad World, I'm obsessed with right now.
Yes.
So
That's awesome. Yeah, I can
That's
smell
absolutely
all
awesome. So
that.
you also do, the palette, no pun intended.
isn't it though?
The palette, yes, of course it is. It sounds pretty packed because you, like you want to get into singing, acting. You also do modeling. Is there
I'm modeling
free-
for myself.
is there
Somebody
free
hire
time?
me.
Is there free
Yeah.
time? And what do you do in your free time?
I don't know what that is.
Exactly.
I would try to take a nap. There, I'm not going to stab you on the show. I'm sorry. I'm reading the comments, and I see that somebody asked what other cosplays I do. So I absolutely love my cosplay. So I've done Wednesday Addams, which was hugely popular.
Terrific. I loved it.
Oh yeah, I love Wednesday, and I almost thought about doing Wednesday, but I'm like, I dressed as Wednesday for my show 2 weeks ago, so I was like, do I really want to do Wednesday again? So I was like, okay, I'm going to go with Tiffany because Tiffany is awesome, and it's almost Halloween, so.
I
glad you
agree.
did.
I misguessed. Once you got the Chucky in it, you nail it. I also seen you did, and it's my favorite. It's my cosplay favorite because everybody makes it look so great. You did Velma from Scooby Doo.
Yes.
I love that because everybody makes her look so sexy, and you're like, out on the cartoons, like, oh, she's such a nerd. But then all the women that do it now just make it look so great, and now all the guys are like, oh God, and never realize how sexy she was. So I'm like, she's not. They make it that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Try to, like, especially when I post photos and stuff like that, I try to stay away from posting like overly sexual photos and stuff like that because, I don't want all the cleavage. And I have absolutely all the respect in the world for women who do post like that. They're comfortable with their bodies, and I absolutely love that. And kudos to them. Oh, and of course, Bob Ross right now. You should have drew like a few little hairs on.
It's there. It's just,
But
just mixed into the light.
I'm not comfortable with that myself. So I tend to stay more covered up. And so I try to stick true to Velma's, like, sweater and everything like that, and not the super short skirt, but yep, I do love Velma. I dressed as Velma this past weekend for a Halloween commodities thing that I was at, so that was super fun. Everybody kept calling me Thelma though, so I was like, Thelma the V. But also, I did like a Viking Red Riding Hood, which was super fun. Did like an 80s horror scream queen kind of cosplay. So that was amazing to do. I'm working on Catwoman right now from Batman Returns, Michelle Pfeiffer. I got the outfit and I just gotta, stuff myself into that suit.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's
and I'm
a
also
hell of an
working-
outfit.
Yeah, it's good. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll see. I'm gonna feel like a sausage, but I did Bride of Frankenstein. So that's that was a really exciting shoot. My friend Stacy Book from Buffalo, we went to high school together. So she does most of my makeup and a lot of my photos for a lot of the cosplays that I've posted. She's done all of that. So her work is amazing. And our plan is to do all of the original Universal movie monsters. So we started off with Bride of Frankenstein. So we're going to be working on the rest of the lineup and hopefully make a collage out of all the photos once we're done with those cosplays. I'm also working on Lily Munster. I got the wig and the makeup down, so I just got to get the dress on. So lots of cosplays. I did Poison Ivy based off of Batman Forever. So that was a fun one to put on the eyebrows and everything like Uma Thurman. So I really enjoyed doing that one. So lots of cosplays to come, hopefully. You don't realize how expensive they are until you actually get into it. And I'm like, okay, I need this and this.
I'm reusing this wig for like 3 other characters. I'm like, all right.
I'm like, okay, what, like my wig for Poison Ivy, I'm like, okay, what else can I do with this wig? So I'm like, okay, I could totally do a couple. Maybe I could do Ariel or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
definitely.
I've gotten into, I'm Bob Ross. I might be Will Ferrell next week.
Yeah, semi-pro.
I want to put my nuts on your drum set.
So
I know you weren't watching Cops.
the audience wants to know your favorite cosplay. Do you have a favorite? Or do you like doing them all? Because I mean, some people get so into it. I just love seeing their. Again, it's kind of like a cover band. It's kind of like a cover of the character. I love seeing different variations.
Yeah, I do. I love playing Tiffany just because of her attitude and everything. When I was at Monster Mania, they had a costume contest. So I got up on stage and just true Tiffany fashion. I didn't even let the MC introduce me. I just grabbed the mic and I was just like, do I really even need an introduction? I'm Tiffany effing Valentine, went through my whole spiel. I did not win. So when I found out that I lost, I got down on my knees and I was like, I was wrong. And I kept it up all weekend. The next day when people saw me, they were just like, oh my God, you did such a great job in the costume contest. And I was just like, I was wrong.
Well, that's it. And people don't, they just make costumes. No, they really get into character and act, and it's a whole production. So I applaud cosplay people and people who make costumes because I just stare in awe and I'm just obsessed. But you do a great job.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm excited for your Monsters. I know that movie's coming out.
Yes, I know they just released like the first photos of the actors. So I am a huge Rob Zombie fan. I've seen him in concert. I do like his movies. House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects are definitely, probably in my top 10 of horror movies. So I'm nervous, but I'm excited to see where he's going to take the Munsters. I know he's done an amazing job building Mockingbird Lane and their house. So, I'm really excited to see what happens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same here.
Yeah, it's a tough one because it's such a classic, and
Yes.
especially with the internet, everybody makes their.
Oh gosh, I've
opinions
in the comments.
Yeah, I know, dozens, and
and that's why I'm just like, oh my God, do I really want to continue being an actress? Because I'm just going to get ripped apart because people are so mean, and it's like I don't understand why. It's like if you don't like something, that's fine, move on. You don't have to be nasty about it. I try to live my life and being nice to everyone because you never know what anybody's going through, and your kind words could make a person's day. So I always try to give kind words to somebody at least once a day who I don't know. So I just wish other people on the internet could be like that and stop being so rude.
It's kind of funny because, and I'm not going to repeat what went down, but that's kind of how you and me first got to talking.
Oh,
right?
yes.
Yeah, because I found you on Facebook. I like the fact that you're in the movies and all, and acting, and we love bringing people like that on the show, obviously. And some guy made a comment, and I messaged you. I'm like, really? And you're like, just can't stand that. So I'm like, hey, why have you here? Any
Yeah.
interest are coming on the program? And you were great about it. Like, we had a nice conversation. But how much of that a day? Do you get that all day long, that kind of nonsense? Like, I can only imagine what your messenger looks like. Like, I can imagine. Like,
It's calmed down a lot. I know when I first started my Facebook and everything, like my messages were just like nonstop all the time. It definitely has slowed down a lot, which I'm thankful for. And I don't sometimes like I just can't I try to get back to everybody. You know, anytime someone makes a comment or anything on a photo or a post, I make sure I reply to each and every one, you know, because I'm like, if somebody takes the time out of their day to write something to me, who am I not to respond? Like I'm really nobody. I'm just a regular person too. Like, yeah, I made a couple of movies, but you know, a ton of people can say that. So that particular comment that you are referring to, I was that day I had just signed into Facebook and I saw that, you know, this person had made inappropriate comments, and it's just like, you know what? I'm putting this person on blast, which I don't really like to do because I don't like to get into drama. Like I don't do that. Like I'm almost 33 years old. I don't need that. But yeah, I saw those comments and I'm just like, you know, who are you? Write this to somebody who you don't even know. Like it's just completely inappropriate. And I'm like, this is not how I put myself out there at all, you know, and I feel even worse because I know so many women and even men get so much worse than that. And it's just like, that's why I'm just like, you know what? If you're going to talk to me like this, you are immediately going to be blocked because you have no respect for me or my craft. Like you're here for some other reason. So you know what? Go find somebody else and see if they'll put up with it because I'm not. And that day that I posted that, I was just like at my limit.
and I look back and I'm like, Jeff, you picked the worst possible day to ask her to come on.
Oh no! It was great being asked that, and I felt terrible when you were like, "Oh yeah, the podcast," and I was like, "Oh, I'm going to be on your podcast," because I really need to write stuff down.
Yeah, it's okay. Now you're doing one of your own, and I've caught it, and I enjoy it. What do you think about the podcast, webcast world, and how you enjoying that? And you know, obviously, it's a good way to promote yourself. Like, I never thought I'd be doing this and finding amazing talent like you to have on. How do you like it?
So I did just recently start my own podcast. It's called Just the Deeds, All Things Strange and Unusual with Lydia Manson. And the reason I had started it actually was because a friend of mine, Scoops and Mischief, they were a clown duo. Unfortunately, they have since broken up, but their radio station, Hellfire Radio, I met them at a convention and they were just like, you know what, we really like you. They've seen like my lives and stuff on Facebook. They're like, what do you think about starting your own podcast? And I'm just like, oh, I don't know. Like, you know what? I was like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. So I go live every Thursday night with my podcast. I didn't want to do like a horror podcast because again, I didn't want to be stuck only being able to talk about one thing all the time. So I was like, okay, if I go with all things strange and unusual, like Lydia, I'm like, that gives me such a wide range of topics. And my first show, man, I give it to you podcasters, like, I was like, oh, I'm going to talk about Mike the Headless Chicken because I think that's like a really cool, unusual topic. And my friend who was helping me run the show, Hellfire from Hellfire Radio, Hellflyer, I'm sorry. He was just like, oh, okay, well, what else are you going to talk about aside from Mike? And I said, oh, you don't think I can bullshit about a headless chicken for 35 to 40 minutes? Yeah, man, I was stretching it. Yeah. Like you think you know about a topic until you have to talk an hour about that topic. So thankfully I had enough people that were commenting, so I was able to play off the comments, but man, I will not make that mistake again.
Comments are a savior. They really just help you.
Comments are a savior. Guests are a savior. Co-hosts are a savior. I'm like, I could not imagine having to go live by myself weekly. Like I would not make it.
No. I did it last week, and you don't realize how quickly
yes.
you run out of stuff to say. And even like, because the one thing that me and Joel have that's awesome is I'm kind of the quirky guy that says the nonsense, and she's the perfect straight person that just kind of puts me in my place. But she does it so well. Now, when you make a joke and there's nobody there, it's like,
right?
Yeah. Silence. But I like your program, and I've watched. I do enjoy it.
I'm so glad. Thank you so much.
And you're a natural. A lot of people say, "Oh, you guys are naturals," which I don't know. I
I
watch
never
myself and I'm
understand
like,
that. I'm like, I feel like an idiot most of the time. And I'm just like, I'm blabbing. And I'm like, I mess up my words sometimes just because I get nervous and my anxiety takes over. And I'm just like, blah, 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 what? Like, I don't know what I even just said, So I think it's crazy when people are like, oh my God, you're just so natural on your lives and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, really? I'm like, because I'm dying inside a little.
I really, I can't. If I'm by myself, I just blank, and
Yeah.
it's just not good for anyone. So I couldn't do it without Jeff. So yeah, I applaud anyone that does it solo.
And people that do it solo, like not live with no comments, like they just record on their own. I'm just like, bro.
Amazed. I almost think like recording on your own, I would have to like get into that zone and psych myself up. But being just like live and really messing up in real time, I'm like, oh no.
Oh yeah.
But it's natural. What we'd like to do, I mean, being that you're kind of local in New York, we are opening a brewery. Made a couple partners, and like we invite people to come down. I'd love to have you come down sometime and just like we're gonna try and maybe have a stage, maybe do like a live podcast from the stage.
Oh, awesome! Yeah,
you
definitely. If I can come down, I will.
That'd be great, and just like talk about movies and maybe meet some fans and stuff because we love it. I think you're a talent. I know you came out to me and you kept saying I'm nobody. I'm like, yeah, but like you got these movies and now you got a podcast and you present yourself great. You look great in the character. So what other types of films do you want to get into? You want to get away from horror. What else you got? Comedy, drama?
Well, right now I'm actually working on a rom-com that it's called Compared to You. So the screenplay was written by Keith McCleary, who goes by Tatnus. He actually has an amazing podcast called Tatnus. He's like in the top 10 podcasts for Apple and Spotify. So I met him on Instagram. I was on his podcast. He was actually my first guest on Just the Deeds. So he wrote this screenplay based on his actual life after him and his fiance had broken up and just everything he was going through afterwards. And it's like his friends were trying to get him to date and he wasn't ready. So he took that and he made it into an amazing screenplay. So we're going to be filming in the spring in Edmonton, Canada.
Wow.
So Lydia's going Canadian. And I'm just like, as long as I get some toffee, I'll be good. I love the toffee up in Canada, but I'm super excited to get to play in a rom-com because one of my favorite things is making people laugh. So to be part of a rom-com, I think is going to be absolutely amazing. So we're going to be doing a Kickstarter soon to help get the funds for that because, again, it's an independent film, so be on the lookout for that. If anybody wants to help donate, help make this project come to life, we appreciate any help that you can give us. We actually have a couple big names that just got attached to the project. So we have Baz Black. He's in AMC's Kin. And then we have Nick Strawn, who's part of like so many amazing films, Boogie Nights, Blade. He was the set designer for Nightmare on Elm Street 3 and 4. He just agreed to be part of the project. So it's definitely gaining some traction. I'm super excited about that. And I can't wait to see how it turns out. So
that's very cool. And how long do you think you're filming where you're at now? Are you staying there for the holiday? Like what are your plans?
I just came down yesterday and today. I'm going to be going back to Albany tomorrow. I'm going to be filming a short film with my friend Tom D'Amico. He recently just left Troma. He'd been working at Troma the last few years. And he wanted to do a short film based on the novel Kiss Me Judas. So it's going to be about a 10-minute short film, and we're going to be filming that in about 2.5 weeks down in New Jersey. So that's going to be interesting because that's more of just a drama. So again, I'll get to try out something a little bit different as away from the horror genre and go to drama. So I want to, I just want to dabble a little bit in the genre, see what works, what doesn't,
Good for you. That's amazing.
You're going to be in New Jersey. You should mention to the movie creator that the movie needs a podcast team, and then me and Jewel will come get a little role in this movie.
Do field interviews. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, I know that he's got a few other ideas up his sleeve. So after we after we film this short film, I'll definitely be like, okay, I got an idea. What if we do a film based on everything that could go wrong during a podcast?
Ooh,
I just bring in all the podcasters I know. We just have like this huge Zoom podcast, and then slowly there's just like a killer taking off the podcasters one by one.
Yeah, there was a horror movie like that. Well, it was like kind of a friend Zoom call. What was that called? I watched so many horror movies in quarantine. I don't remember, but it's a great concept.
Quarantine
I
is a
actually
decent
get-
subject. What
Oh,
did you do
quarantine.
during? Like, were you able to perform and create at all? Did you get out at all?
I actually started acting towards the middle of the quarantine, but it was just like getting attached to projects. I was able to film a short film at home with Dan Wilder. We actually filmed over Zoom. So that was interesting. That was technically my first toes in the sand moment for acting. And then I got to go on set for my first movie, which was The Dark Office, shot by Jonathan Moody. And we got to shoot that down in Virginia. And that's with Sick Flick Productions. And Jonathan was actually like, oh my God, I can't believe this is your first time on set. You know, you're doing such a great job. And I'm like, oh, thank you. So I'm actually going to be attached to a bunch of other projects with Jonathan. So we're going to have lots of amazing things. He has an idea for a film. It's called Psychotica, where I play like a dark superhero.
Ooh.
So I go after serial killers and stuff like that. So it's like I'm kind of playing like a female Dexter. So I'm super excited for when we're actually able to do that. And then I get to go to Texas. I have to go to Texas soon to film Passages of Nexus, which is another horror film that I'm attached to. It's about a serial killer that actually goes after e-girls from the internet. So,
Wow.
yeah,
So
Lot of-
exciting, though.
lots of great kills in that movie. I've seen pictures from behind the scenes of what they've already started to film. So, I mean, it's going to be amazing. The special effects look amazing so far. So, super excited about that.
It's awesome. I thought you had another
I
question.
thought you. Sorry.
So it sounds like you got a lot lined up, and like I said, you keep saying, "Oh, I'm nobody, this and the other," but you're very busy with great projects, and you give a lot of props to great people who have brought you to this point, which is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I mean, if they hadn't given me the chance, I wouldn't get where I am today. So I'm completely happy and humble for everything that has happened so far. And I've met so many amazing people along the way, you know, and this all started because Josh Graves cast me in The House That Eats Flesh, and everything kind of like spiraled from there. So I always tell Josh, I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much for giving me that opportunity. And he's like, no, you don't have to thank me. And I said, but I will always thank you, because if you hadn't given me that first role, I wouldn't have been able to continue on with anything else. So I do appreciate him for that.
Someday at the Oscars, you'll be thanking him with a nice trophy in your hand. Because I think you're very, like you said, humble, of course, is the word that came up. Because in all the conversations we've had, you've been very down to earth, very humble. But the other thing is, like you said, rom-com, can't wait to get in there. You're very natural. And one thing me and Joe always talk about afterwards is the natural laughing and just making comments and being funny and being natural. And you nailed it. Like we had a blast. Can't believe the half hour's already zipped by. It feels like it just started.
I know.
And like, it's just so amazing. So we would love to invite you back on when these other projects kick in.
Absolutely.
Terrific. We'd love to have you. For those of you wondering, on the scroll down the bottom, Instagram at Lydia Manson 88. She looks like that girl that looks like the girl in the picture I posted. I saw that.
Yeah, actually, I'm Tiffany in my Instagram photo.
Facebook at Lydia Manson. Of course, IMDb. IMDb, if you don't know, that's the house where you find everybody's movies and their credits and the whole 9 yards. So look up Lydia there. You got the green star. You're rising.
I am rising.
You're rising.
They redo the scores every Sunday night. So every Monday morning, I'm like, where am I at? Where am I at? A friend of mine was just like, you need to pay more attention to your IMDb score. And I'm just like, why? There's so much stuff to pay attention to. Like, I don't want another thing to have to worry about. So I've been on the uptick for a little bit. So I'm like, I'm sure it's going to break soon. But yeah, the more people that check out your IMDb, the higher your score is.
Is that how it goes? Well, people,
Yep.
you know the drill. If you're watching out there, or you watch on the replay, or you got friends, etc., make sure you keep clicking on, because just an amazing actress with a huge lineup of projects coming out, and you're a dear. We had a great time. Chucky, it was
Thank you
great
so much
meeting
for having
you.
me. I kept them in line. So thank you, Charles, for being good for this time.
Thanks for
Thank
staying
you
here.
both so much for having me.
Absolutely.
And I can't wait to come back. You guys are amazing. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
What are you doing tomorrow? No, I'm kidding.
I'm going to be driving back to Albany tomorrow.
But yeah, we'll be in touch on our end. And again, just for the attention and the time you've given me and the program and being great, we appreciate it. We appreciate you dressing up with a costume because we love doing the Halloween dress-up thing. And you came out amazing. You promised you would be, and it's terrific. Even though I guessed it wrong, once I saw Chucky, it all comes together.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And happy
Yeah,
Halloween.
happy Halloween. Lydia Manson, ladies and gentlemen, our very special guest this evening. Again, check her out on IMDb, Instagram at Lydia Manson88, and on Facebook. Check out her great movies, including that Thanksgiving classic that the family likes to sit around and watch, The House That Eats Flesh.
Thanksgiving has never been this bloody.
Ooh, I like it. Great headline. Have a great night, Lydia. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
The absolutely amazing and lovely and charming and talented Lydia Manson. I'm giving her all these compliments, and she still hasn't gone off the screen. So.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Now you can say all the stuff about me.
Oh, okay. Well, I would go on whether you were there or not. You're amazing. Thank you very much. I'll help her get her way out there. Oh, she clicked off. Okay. It's funny, like, you give all these compliments. Sometimes people are like, wow. Like, last week on Yo 2.0, we had Margarita Monet from Edge of Paradise. Terrific. Jules, she was a sweetheart. Again, we luck out. These people are very modest. They're into their craft. They're not like, yeah, I'm this. Very modest. And I gave her this great intro. She's like, wow, that was like the greatest intro. And you kind of feel bad because you're sitting there and you're like pumping them up. And I kept on Lydia and then she cracked a smile. But I think she's amazing. Joel, what do you think?
I was so excited to have Lydia on tonight. I was just like geeked out. I love our Halloween shows, and she did not disappoint. I can't wait to see all of her movies, and she has so many projects coming out, and her podcast. Like, she's just doing it all. So very exciting.
Very talented, very nice young lady. Like I said, great to have conversations with. And like I said, it came, and you hate to say that story, and of course I'm not going to say what anybody said, but a guy makes a crew comment, and
Oh,
like,
no,
why?
yeah.
Like, why did they got to do that? She got no idea. It's annoying, and they think it's funny, and etc. And then I said right after, I'm like, hey, would you like to be on my show?
Yeah.
It's probably great. Another creep. There's welcome backs. You know the deal. Well, I'm going to count the welcome backs. So I'm pretty sure like you and Tina are like battling for the 13th welcome back. Where we're going to get an autographed picture of Lydia.
Uh-oh. Wait, who's in a battle?
Bear, of course, has hit a few. Tina hit it quite a few when she was on earlier.
Oh, boy.
But hey, man, we're all about giving away. I want a picture for myself. And the shirt, I'll buy the shirt. Lydia, if you're out there watching, I'll buy the shirt. I definitely want a shirt.
Yeah, I need a shirt.
Yeah, we love shirts. I think she's super cool. Like I said, the picture is great. Like I gotta hit that picture again. Like it's just like so cool. And that's the picture I saw when I found her on Facebook. I'm like, look at this. I'm like, let me read it. I'm like, oh man, horror actress. And Jewel, no disrespect to anybody we ever had on Halloween, but we've never had a horror actress on the show for Halloween. So
Right.
No,
it's exciting.
very exciting. Let me get back into my voice now. Very exciting.
Oh, no. No.
Yeah.
Stays Jeff.
he's good.
I can't. My dad's like, what's wrong with the audio? You guys all right?
You sound
No,
very soft.
Jeff's whispering in all of our ears.
Jeff's got his Bob Royce. What the hell?
Bob
is Bob
Royce?
Royce? Bob Ross. It's
Oh,
funny
boy.
because my buddy Christian said instead of Bob Ross, she should be Jeff Ross, that obnoxious comedian, which actually would have been pretty good.
Ah, Bob
Yeah.
Jeff Bob Ross.
Jeff Bob Ross. Gotta
No.
dig the makeup.
Don't
The
know.
make I like the makeup. I really do.
Oh, is that Duck? There might be Duck.
Is that Duck?
I think so.
Well, of course.
Love you.
Not in her regular place. We love you, Duck. Happy Halloween. By the way,
Thanks. You got close up? No.
I like it.
It's pretty. I don't think it's transferring too much.
If I am 13th as a gentleman, I will let Tina have it as much as I would love to pick. Ladies first. Now that's really nice. Duck, ladies and gentlemen, the world's greatest.
Hi, Duck.
Tuning in
Hi,
tonight.
Duck.
Tuning in tonight for our Halloween extravaganza. Duck, I'm about to paint you a picture here real nice. I got my blue spray.
Hi.
We're gonna dig in some deep blue. Put a little splash on.
Blue. Phalo blue.
Little
Midnight blue.
Little
I
gold.
said
there,
boo,
little
not
splash.
boy.
Sky blue.
And what you want to do? You want to get that contrast.
It was crazy when I started work at Painting with a Twist. I learned all the technical terms for paint, and then Bob Ross. I mean, I want to go to a Bob Ross class. You know they have them, right?
I got one going on right here as we speak.
Yeah.
From the man himself, Bob Ross, who suddenly has glasses. And
Oh,
just
Duck,
dropped-
say welcome back. You can win a shirt. Are you still watching? Say welcome back. Win me a shirt.
I gotta
You
count
can
the
keep it. We'll share it.
I gotta count the welcome backs. I lost track. I'm gonna start typing my own welcome
Text
back. She's amazing. I love her, and like I said, we had. It starts out with one little conversation. Sometimes that's what it takes. Like these people are talented, and they act, and they sing, and they perform. And a lot of people are like, "Oh my God, you're like this and that." And she's like, "I'm nothing." But to us, you are something. And it's great. We like talking about it. We like promoting your career, and the guests come on and comment. And they ask about your favorite cosplay, and they ask about the movies, and they ask like who does Bob Ross's hair. 'Cause it's like all over the place tonight.
Yeah. Do you have like a fro pick, or how do you get that?
I actually,
You know, you used to get perms.
it kind of came out like, did it? Boy, yeah. I get, whoop,
There you
Duck.
go.
There you go, Duck.
That's
Our
the girl.
marvelous intern. It's Duck, our marvelous intern.
It's a competition now.
And paint a picture of Duck, an actual duck, like quack quack.
Duck in the river.
We miss you, Duck. Like we miss you when you're on the program.
Yeah,
Because,
she has no time for me anymore.
When she's on the show, she actually gives you little digs to take at me. And I see the two of you laughing at me on the side. I get it. It's all good.
Oh no. Yeah, but it's funny. And she comments.
She does.
She
Absolutely.
adds in her own thing.
She is the knowledge. I kind of like
Yes.
that backdrop. I'm digging it tonight.
I love it.
Let's do topics
Mm,
as
Yeah.
as Jeff and Jewel. And maybe we'll do topics as Bob Ross. Like this one. How about our man Superman changing his slogan to Truth, Justice, and a Better Tomorrow? I got to admit, Jewel, I'm a little pissed off. I don't like when they change classic comic books. It was Truth, Justice, and the American Way. What's wrong with the American Way? Why are we
So-
losing that?
I actually took a class on this. It was called Pop Art in college, and they went through all the comic books and explained, the origins of everything. So I loved it, right? I was into it, but it was a hard class. So anyway, Superman came out, and then World War II happened. They were like in the thick of it. So they made Superman say, truth, justice, and the American way. As that faded out and Superman got bigger and global, they wanted to expand the tagline to make it more inclusive. So at first it was like tolerance and something else, tolerance, justice. But he's from Kansas, but he is not just an American hero. He's a hero for the world, even though he's an alien from Krypton.
Because he's not from Kansas. He's from Krypton.
Yeah. So, I like that it's inclusive and including the whole world. Wonder Woman too. She used to have the American flag on her and everything, and
Yeah.
then they changed the costume. They just have to include. Comic books and comic book culture blew up in the past 15 years, a lot. So they're just trying to. It's probably all about the money, but
I'm going to come right out and say this in my Jeff voice, not in my Bob Ross voice. I'm fucking impressed. That was like a great.
Thank you.
And because people ask a lot of questions. I'm going to get old Bob Ross here. I just realized I got leaned up like Jesus. It's like my whole shirt's hanging open.
I'm gonna talk to you for a minute right here.
Hang on a second, folks. Let me get all serious. If I didn't have the beard and mustache, I would look a little bit like Brennan Huff from Step Brothers.
Yeah.
If you're referring to me as Butt Buddy, I have a name, and it's Brennan Huff.
Oh God.
Because somebody told me to be that. I'm like, yeah, but I got the facial hair. She liked facial hair, so it's not going to work. So people ask a lot of questions during the week. People that just view or people that view us once in a while are like, how do you find these guests, number one? Number 2, how'd you find Jewel, and how do you guys have a rapport, and what do you do to line up? And we talk about it a lot, and I go on a lot because I'm very proud of what we do here. First of all, I find the majority of these people on Instagram or Facebook or just from like friends of another artist, and you look at their work, and you're like, oh, it's very cool. Reach out. I get a lot of musicians. Nowadays, a lot of musicians are just referred to me on my page. I'm like, all right, musicians. And we kindly ask them to be on. We get agents to get actors. We also have PR people that reach out to us, and Jewel does terrific with the PR people and gets some great guests. And, so that's how we get them. And like I said, me and Jewel, like, mutual friend, and we landed here. And I tell everybody, I'm like, the key to Jewel is, she's the pretty face, of course. You're a great yin to yang, like we feed off each other and things we talk about. We have a lot of opposite opinions, but I think it's really good. Not in a fighting nature, but in a good nature. And the thing I tell everybody is your homework, your knowledge, and your research is amazing. That Superman thing was freaking perfect. Nobody on any webcast, podcast, hell, even a regular broadcast is delivering it like that. That's top notch. It was amazing.
I mean, we try here. We try to bring good content, but
I thought it was terrific. It is fate. It was definitely a fate that the show got dropped, if you will, by its former owner and host. All for domain. I'm like, all right, I'm doing it different. I want female, and like I said, I tell the story a million times. A lot of people came at me for the spot, and when I met Jewel in person and seeing her and knew what she was all about, I'm like, yeah, this is it, and this is what we bring you every week. So, as we always say at the end of 2.0, make us famous. You could be listening to this every day on your drive to work.
yeah.
This is Bob Ross thing, isn't it? We were dressed in costume for you every episode.
Every episode.
I don't know. Whatever. You got that kind of money.
I would love it.
So I do like. Now let's talk a little bit about what we got going on, because I know you're a little worried before we started about the makeup. So, let's zoom you in real quick. I know you being zoomed. Let's zoom you in. Ready?
Okay.
See, when you zoom it in, you can see the glow of the makeup. You can see the redness in it, and I think you actually did it good. It's not overly blended. Like last year when I did mine, I was like a deep dark red, like I had been left on the grill too long and charred. Mm-hmm. I like the way you did it with the nice outline. So tell us a little bit about the costume.
You know what? Can I get my palette? And I have to help Joey for 2 seconds, but I'll get the palette and show because I have to get props to this amazing palette. 1 second.
You want this one? You want my palette? I got an amazing palette right here. If you ever notice, maybe Bob Ross was up to something we didn't know. Do you ever think maybe his little thingy could fit inside the palette there? Yeah, I got my little thingy inside the palette. I'm going to play with it a little bit while I paint. This is horrible. Oh, good Bob Ross, though. I did not paint this. My wife did. So we're thinking like, hey, it's actually not bad. It's not mine. What a shock. All right. Jewel back.
What you saying?
I was saying, do you ever think like maybe Bob Ross was putting his wiener in here while he was painting?
Bob Ross was an amazing lad who had a lot of ladies.
I'm sure I did. I put my pee-pee right in that giant hole there. If it fits in there.
Oh, my.
That's what the ladies like to see. And I always keep my shirt buttons. You see the chest hairs.
I didn't know. Did you watch that Bob Ross documentary?
No.
Oh, he
Yeah.
did some. Yeah. Yep. He was, I don't know what they call it.
A pervert?
No, just say his girlfriend was no spring chicken.
Really?
Yeah.
Banging the old heads, huh? My man.
Well, the director or whatever, or the creator of the show, and his kid caught him. It was like a big scandal. Anyway,
Imagine sex with Bob Ross.
look at this palette. Blood sugar. I don't even know who it's by. Oh, it's Jeffree Star. That's why it's so good. But Duck gave me this, and my, if this isn't the best palette, because look at all those colors, the deep reds and the that's a good one, and the white and everything.
I know
Jeffree Star.
about the palettes. My wife's very much into them. Is that a Now, is that a Ulta? Is that a, like, where do you, whoa, look at that.
Probably. Hey, don't show. That's my other costume. Yeah, probably Ulta because they have the high end. Jeffree Star is kind of high end, so this palette is probably like $70, something like that. Yeah,
It's pretty cool, though. I like it.
there. But
Like the
yeah,
box, too.
I never did like real face makeup. I'm always Wonder Woman or something where I'm cutesy.
I don't know.
Still kind
I don't
of
know.
cute though.
I think he did serve, right?
She's a cute.
I'm cute. You're cute.
Aw, you're kind of cute. You too.
You can't rub your face.
I know.
Yeah.
You're red all over.
I'll have a pink nose.
You will.
Now, that stuff gets everywhere. Is it like all over your house? Because mine was. I still find some of my bathroom wall I can't get out yet.
Well, I tried to do the tacky, store makeup, but then I set
yeah.
it with this. If you set it with a powder, it doesn't really transfer. So that's why you have to lay it down with some powder. That's what I use this for too. So this is like a godsend.
That's what everybody telling me. Everybody's like, "Yeah, you didn't put any foundation or." I'm like, "No, I just put makeup on." I'm like, "Well, duh, you're not supposed to just put straight makeup on your face."
Yeah.
The hard way.
I know. I watch that girl Bailey. That's where I got the idea, Bailey Sarian. But I watch makeup videos like a lot in my free time. I enjoy it. That's fun to do it on here too.
Yeah, it looks good. I mean, the outlines all look good. You got a nice little dark mix in there.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Mine, I more or less just said I need something with a beard, and my buddy's like, "Why don't you be Bob Ross?" I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, that's perfect.
Great story behind it. And then I got a great costume lined up for Saturday.
Oh,
I
so
like
you're not being Bob on Saturday?
No.
All right, cool.
Cassie said, "Be something that is very you." And although we're not matching costumes, there's like, "Oh, be this and that," and I'm like, She's like, "Be something that's you." And she even sent this to me as I was looking at it, so we both agreed on it, and
Ooh,
gives me a chance to be obnoxious. I enjoy it very much.
I love the Halloween prep. It's so stressful but so fun.
Agreed. And no, I'm not being Jeffney, although. There you go, Earl. That's for you.
Oh
Bear
boy.
Rains, little Jeffney sighting. He said he wanted to see Jeffney naked. No, you don't. Well, there you go. There should be a Bob Ross Funko. Yeah,
I'm sure there is.
I want that.
Little paintbrush.
Yeah, a little pink. Yeah, I like.
Nice.
Speaking of Funko Pops, I'm gonna do. We're gonna do man cave scores in a bit. Let's do a few more topics, and we'll get to man cave scores. Because I may have to de-uniform for a second, run over and get a couple I left on the couch that I think are really great. I'll try to do Halloween themed ones this year. But back to the topics. I know Jewel loves her topics. Where the hell are they? Down here. Oh, here's one. And to me, my opinion of this is, you might find it different. We're going to talk about it anyway. Logan Paul, the great YouTube sensation Logan Paul, suddenly he's become a boxer, is now going to fight Mike Tyson, scheduled for February. I will let you comment on this first. I'll let you speak on this if you have any opinion. And when you're done, I'm going to tell you exactly how it's going to play out. Because some guy said, I am a genius for this idea. What do you think?
So I had to look him up because I think of Logan Paul. I thought of this like shrimpy dude. No, he's like a beast. And he just went 8 rounds with Mayweather. So dude can take a punch, right? And he's going up, and they're saying, "Oh, tuck your chin more with Tyson and everything." I just would not want to be punched by Mike Tyson, whatever age. Like, I just would not. That's so frightening to me. Mayweather is like one thing, but like Tyson's a freaking heavyweight. So I don't know, man. And he's 26. He's 6'2". He's big himself.
Yeah.
He's got bigness and youth on his side, but I don't know, man. Just wouldn't want to fight Mike Tyson.
I think it goes down like this. And a lot of people are like, why do you say stuff like that? And blah, 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 blah. Now, Logan Paul wants to be known as a fighter. He keeps telling everybody he wants to be a fighter, wants to be in boxing. It's his thing. He's fought a few boxing matches. Let's see this. Okay. Logan wins. Mike is way too old to win. He'll look good for a round or two and then fade. Kind of what I'm at here, Bill, or William, or Bill, whatever you'd like me to call you. I think it's almost like Tyson's known now for like losing all his money. I think on the side there's a big payoff that, hey, Mike, make it look good and let Logan knock you out.
Yeah.
let's face it, if he knocks out Tyson, even though we all know Tyson's older and, past his prime, if Logan Paul knocks out Tyson, people take him a lot more seriously.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to get into boxing. Paying off Tyson on the side, saying, hey, man, we'll give you a nice lump of change, take it on the chin, and drop. It's not like it's going to ruin his career. His career's over. He doesn't fight professionally anymore.
What happened to the old days where you just like fought in your weight class and made your name that way? Why do they have to fight all these Mike Tyson? Like, you're retired, dude. Why are you still getting hit in the head when you're his age?
Exactly. Like, I want to see Mike Tyson beat him to a pulp, but it's not going to happen. Like everybody said, Mayweather definitely staged it to just kind of dance around and let him hang. Maybe. I would think there's pride and an ego in behind, not knocking out some guy who is a non-pro kind of off the street, but hey, money talks, and I think somehow we're going to mysteriously see Logan Paul take out Mike Tyson and get to bigger matches. Just an opinion.
Now his brother's a boxer too? I don't even know these people. Are they like, they're YouTubers, right?
They're YouTubers. I'm on YouTube. I ain't fighting nobody.
No. I mean, it's one thing trying to be a professional, whatever, but I don't know why you have to. I mean, I'm sure he's not turning it down. I don't know why Mike Tyson would do this.
I agree.
No.
I don't know what he gets at. And they keep saying they're
Big of a
charity
name.
matches and charity matches.
Yeah.
A very sad rest in peace. I hate doing rest in peace, but we got to do a rest in peace. And I knock the show a lot, but I've watched it like everybody else watches. The show Friends. Actor James Michael Tyler, who played the quirky, kind of bizarre, mysterious Gunther from the coffee shop, died at the age of 57. Now, I guess he's pretty much known as Gunther. I don't recall seeing him in anything else, but we were Friends fan. I wasn't a big fan of it, but I watched, and I found Gunther very funny, especially he would approach in the background and hear, Rachel say something about how she didn't like a certain kind of thing, and he would turn and walk the other way, stuff like that, great timing comedy. We were a fan of it.
I love Friends. I watch Friends. That's just one of my go-to shows, but I feel like the background actors were as much as important as the big names, like the Janices and all that. They had a lot of great people on that show, but oh my God, it's so sad. Pancreatic cancer, right? And he wasn't
59. I'm sorry, I thought he was 57. Thank you. See, Kelly, you said you wanted to tune in. You're there, and you're dropping great information.
Poor
I
Gunther.
didn't find the reason why he died. I just happened to catch it and wanted to post it.
Yeah.
So.
No, it's very sad though. I always love that show, and he was because I watched the new reunion special with them on HBO, and he did a Zoom call, but yeah, it's so young.
I guess he will no longer be there for you. Oh, it's terrible.
So bad.
Ouch, really bad. This past weekend, and Philly people still hold a grudge on this guy. To me, it doesn't mean nothing. The GOAT, Tom Brady. So Tom Brady threw his 600th career touchdown pass. And he threw it to receiver Mike Evans. Evans, instead of walking the ball back over to Brady, decides to walk it over to a fan and hand him the ball. Now, I gotta be honest, man. To me, if that ball is put in my lap, I run the other way. They immediately appraised the ball. Golden Auctions immediately said the ball's worth about a solid $500,000. This guy makes a deal with Brady to get the ball back, and he gets let's see, some of the things I've seen he got. He gets some memorabilia. So Brady's going to sign some shirts for him, some jerseys, and he's going to sign a ball for him. Mike Evans is going to give him, I think, game-worn cleats and an autograph. The guy has to play a game of golf with Brady because he's a fan, and
he gets all of that,
and $1,000 at the gift shop, tickets for the rest of the season. But the ball, like I said, the ball's has been $500,000.
Just give me that. I don't need anything else.
With Tom Brady's money, cut the guy off for $100,000, big dude. Thanks.
Yeah. What are you charging? How much for dinner?
Right place at the right time, and they send over here's the shame of it. When people say they got shitty jobs, they got to do shitty things, they send an equipment manager over and said, hey, that seat where that guy is, go over there and try to get Tom's ball back. I'd be like, fuck you, I'm not going there. This is like,
But they do that. They escort the people off. I was sitting right where Bryce Howard hit his whatever home run, and I went up in the bleachers, and the home run ball came right on my seat, and I was so pissed at myself. My dad was calling on me, yelling. But they took the guy and they escorted him off the field, and it was like a big production. And yeah, but he's going to that back room. He's going to get paid off.
this poor guy gets, like I said, he gets $1,000 in the team gift shop. Yippee.
Yeah.
Tickets for the rest of the season, which are 3 home games left. Some autograph stuff, and that's it. For a ball worth 5, 6, 7. I would have told him right out. If I would have got that ball, and the equipment manager comes over and said, tell Tom to come over. And Brady comes over like, Brady, first things first. Me and your wife, Giselle, we got to spend the weekend together. So weekend with Giselle, I'm going to need a couple $100,000. I'm going to need autographed jerseys. I'm going to need tickets. I'm going to ask for everything. If he says no, like, all right, well, I got your 600th ball, dude. And as
Super Bowl tickets. Hello.
like, I'm going to deflate. Right, Super Bowl tickets, like,
Eminem.
I need it all.
Yeah, definitely Super Bowl tickets, a dinner, and then give me the rest of the money.
Weekend with Giselle.
I mean, if you're a fan, if he's like a diehard Brady fan, which whatever. But
I'm a diehard Giselle fan.
then you would want that dinner with Giselle and Brady.
No, I want Tom to watch while I stick it to Giselle.
I don't like him, but he did give a little kid a ball, who had cancer, and he like ran it up to him, and then the kid had like a big sign, and he was crying. I'm like, oh man, that was cute.
I'd be crying.
I still think he's an ass hat, but
Everybody does. I mean, the guy's good. What can you say?
he's a cheater.
Cheater! Cheaters never win, and winners never cheat. Speaking of ridiculous,
It looks shiny.
it is shiny. Speaking of ridiculous, Jewel, this woman decides to write out this 19-page complaint letter that she's trying to turn into a lawsuit over the amount of actual strawberry content in a Pop-Tart. 19 pages to complain about the strawberry content in a Pop-Tart.
That's a lot.
I'm going to tell you what. Did you ever hear the phrase, nothing better to do in your life? Can you imagine having nothing better to do than to write a 19-page complaint letter about Pop-Tarts?
People have been very bored. This isn't the craziest thing I've heard. Pop-Tarts, I love Pop-Tarts. I used to eat Pop-Tarts every single day. But you know what? They would like mess me up. There is not real stuff in those Pop-Tarts. And I agree with that. Like it's junk. It's all sugar. I don't know what kind of strawberry. I mean, it's delicious.
Yeah.
But it is like so not healthy.
I don't understand. I mean, like, if you think that you're getting all this great strawberry content out of a Pop-Tart, no.
Why
If
you
you're
go
actually
make your own?
Right, if you're mad about it, okay.
Go make your own stuffed pastry.
Go and get your own strawberry and smash them up. You know, I never even thought there was any real fruit in them, so I'm just as shocked as this lady is.
There are these, I think it's in the Reading terminal, and they have fresh Pop-Tarts. I would suggest that this lady goes there. I'm trying to pull up a picture of it because it's like amazing. Like, I'm not even a real strawberry fan. I like strawberry flavored things sometimes, but man, it's like you're not getting that from a Pop-Tart.
No, you're not.
Unless a fresh one. Unless you go to a market and order a fresh one like this. Damn it. I'm going to find it. I'll find it. Keep
So
talking.
I got some slightly, good news, bad news. I didn't do the disclaimer. Now we're going to make a lot of enemies. But you know you're supposed to say members of the Yo Show and their family are not eligible for contests. I didn't do that, so guess who the 13th welcome back was? It was Duck.
Hey, I mean,
So congratulations to her. Now we got to fire you too. You're not our intern anymore, so you can win the contest.
yeah, she
Duck.
doesn't work out anymore.
I know, man. Duck with the 13th. Welcome back.
Did you really win? Are
Yeah.
you doing that?
Yeah, it counted. Man, Tina said it 7 times, still didn't win. Congratulations
Woo!
to Duck, the former intern.
Yes. I'm so excited. Oh, I had no
She should've-
influence on that at all.
She should have came on the show tonight and been an intern. That'd be a great costume.
No, because then she wouldn't have won.
Who won? Duck. Duck, the former intern.
Oh, man.
AKA, who's going to hate me on that? Angela Calpin. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Angela, this total stranger we don't know.
We're going to get email.
Yeah, we are. Blew it. So far, we've had 2 contests. The first prize belongs to Stephanie. It's still at my house.
It's still at your house?
Yeah, because we never get on the same page and we're to mail. I told her I'd mail it. She's like, "No, don't worry about it." So it's still here.
Look at that deliciousness.
Ooh, that
The
looks
Reading
great.
Terminal Market. Yeah, and it's all fresh. So that lady needs to, go there.
I love pot. Yeah, really, send her there.
Look at that filling. I wouldn't eat that, but I'm sure
Oh,
she
man.
would.
That does look good though.
Oh, the
Wonder how
chocolate
many,
one I would.
Wonder how many real strawberries are made in it.
Hmm.
Cares, people.
Funfetti. All right, I gotta stop looking at pictures of food. I'm so hungry.
Is that all the topic? I swear I had a ton of topics. Where are all the topics? I guess not.
I'm telling her she won. Oh, their topics.
Here's a topic that we didn't talk about. I don't think, but I want to ask anyway because,
Okay.
and I don't, you can dodge or candy coat it or come at it any way you want. So the Rolling Stones retired the song "Brown Sugar" because obviously they said brown sugar refers to a sexual African American. Okay.
Oh my god.
It's just a song though. Like TV shows, jokes, like the whole Chappelle thing, songs. Like, are they really stabbing you that hard in the chest? Like, they really hurt you that badly? I get confused by that stuff.
They hurt people who they offend.
I mean, if it was called Greaseball Sugar, like over some Italian, or I wouldn't be upset.
All right.
I'm just saying.
Hey.
If it was called Bob Ross Ugly Chest Hair, maybe that would. Yeah.
I don't know, man. This is a bad topic.
I just like the song. I hate to see it go away.
All right. What are some of the, Halloween costumes? A lot can be offensive, so they're not done anymore. What are some of the Halloween costumes you're sick of seeing?
Sick of seeing? I hate to say this one because I'm gonna get hell for it, but I'm kind of sick of. No, I like the devil. I was devil last year. I'm tired of seeing the Joker. I know that's gonna get shit on, and you'll see why. The inflatable ones where somebody's riding something or has something on their back, like
I don't
They're
like them at all.
they're uncomfortable as hell too. I couldn't go to a party in an inflatable costume. Like I wanted to be Stay Puffed. No.
No,
I couldn't walk around like an inflatable costume.
I'm with you there. Or anything with a mask. Like, stop wearing masks.
I am done with masks. I was
They're so uncomfy.
I was Spider-Man that one year. Couldn't eat or drink a damn thing. That sucked. I was going to be the Grinch this year, but the Grinch came. Like I could have painted my face, but it came with this mask, and you're looking at it, and it just looks so. Like the eye holes are here, and there's a little spot for your mouth like that big. Like I like to eat and drink when I go to parties. You
Oh,
can't
no.
do that in these costumes.
Yeah, like headpieces are one thing. Wigs, this is bugging me already. Like, I don't know how I'm going to do a whole night in 2 different nights in 2 different wigs. I cannot. It is so itchy.
This thing itches like hell. I'm going to have red little scratch marks all over my head. I know.
Yeah. But yeah, that's one thing. At least you know you can move around and you're not restricted. But yeah. Ted the Bear?
I miss it. Oh, it's funny you said. Oh, Ted. My buddy Steve was Ted one year. You weren't here that year. He
The
showed
bear?
up. Yeah, he was actually Ted. And
Oh.
he had the big head on and all. And he walks in, and I didn't know who it was. And somebody's like, there's a guy looking for you in a costume. I don't know. And I said to my wife, I'm like, who the hell is that in the Ted costume? She's like, you don't know? I'm like, I have no idea. She starts laughing and walks away because everybody wanted to be a big surprise. It turned out to be Steve.
Oh my God.
It
Does
was
he know who my
great, though.
cousin is?
And he does. Yes, he does.
That's so funny.
He's a faithful watcher. But, I mean, it was hilarious, too, because it was like the big head and the furry bear costume and all that. And I had no idea it was him, and he wasn't really one to give it away all that quick. So it actually was a nice running joke.
Me and my sisters were hippies this past weekend. That was fun.
I'm trying to go with no makeup and no mask, because you see my makeup debacle last year, the Papa Smurf thing. I loved it, but it's all over my house now. I've got
So you're going to do a costume with no makeup and no mask.
It's a goodie.
And you're not Joker.
No, I'm not Joker. Sorry.
All right, I won't guess. I'm always pleasantly surprised by yours and Cassie's costume, so
Thank you. I don't think it's probably one you would never guess.
I hope not.
I was a killer clown last year that actually made my van into a haunted van. Well,
Ugh.
why am I not surprised by that? So I can picture him
That's
out the
very
back.
creepy.
I know, I can picture him hanging
Stab
out the
me.
back. Or from that hey, who wants a Reese cup? Get in my van.
I just watched, it's called Trick or Treat. It's the most famous Halloween movie. And I had to see it because they said it's very whimsical. But then I went to watch it with Joey and they're like, no, it's not for kids. I'm like, okay. Because, yeah, like 2 minutes into it, there's boobs. I'm like, all right, no, definitely not for kids.
I'm sorry,
Let me just watch it.
That was Trick or Treat?
Trick or Treat. But there's a lot of people in it. Sookie Stackhouse is in it. Anna Paquin.
Are they her boobs?
No, they're not.
I saw her boobs, and that's the only reason I watched that stupid vampire show, to see her boobs.
True Blood. I love True Blood. I always want to dress up like Sookie, but I'm not that cute.
Stop. You're cuter than Sookie.
I'm not.
Sookie shows her boobs a lot, though.
She does. And she had twins. She's in such great shape. But yeah, it was cute. It was like a lot of little short stories mixed into one big one. So I enjoyed. Not for kids though.
No. But it's got boobs, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I just watched a new Chucky, Halloween Kills. I gotta go through all the new ones and the classic ones that I watch.
Well, I'm actually watching a show, kind of. You know how my wife, jumps into the shows. I gotta ask her what it's called. It's actually a very good one.
You
No, I actually watched this last season of You with her.
It wasn't bad.
It's creepy though.
It is
really, and now she is too. Like there are a couple of weirdos.
Yeah, I love it.
And I don't want to do a spoiler, but and what the wife did. I
know. He's like a baby Dexter, kind of. He doesn't really have a moral code. He thinks he does, but he doesn't.
Speaking of which, hold that thought. Don't go nowhere, because we're going to do a little man cave scores. Because I got some nice Halloween themed ones. And this thing, I got to show you this one. Jesus Christ, I can't get out of here. I'm like trapped. I'll be right back, boys and girls. And that was creepy. Ow.
Oh, boy.
No.
Share the video of what? I don't know. I need another horror movie to watch, so feel free to comment. I think I've seen them all. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Nothing too scary, though. Well, scary. I could be scared.
I think Man Cave Scores needs a theme song. Man Cave Scores. Man Cave Scores. A freaking old man's gonna show you.
Billy's Colt.
Billy's Colt.
That sounds
creepy.
That sounds. B movies are the like freaking scariest movies. I watched this horror B movie, and it like ruined my life. I think that's why I swear that one movie is why I'm scared of scary movies. It was like a snuff film, but it looked real, and it was just. I'll run down the premise real quick. I know you have Man Cave, but
No,
it was
go
this
ahead.
guy, and he was like a internet nerd. Like all he did was, and this was back in like the 90s. So the only thing he did was sit on the internet. But he went on this site, and you could pick your weapon, pick your victim, and then choose how it's
I
done.
think I actually saw that.
God.
Yeah.
And then he ends up being the one in the film, like after going there, because he
Yes.
becomes so upset. Oh my God. That like ruined me. I was so scared after.
Yeah, I think I seen it. Wait, you had friends that were in that in the bars? Like, wow, that's weird, man.
I don't even know the name. This was, I mean, there could have been more movies like this. I don't even know. Oh, he's talking about his movie. Yeah, but that premise, man. Anything that could actually happen, like Black Mirror, is horrifying because it's how technology takes over and is taking over.
Yeah,
Insane.
that's true though too.
There was this one I tried to watch a little bit today. It was called Better Than Us. I think it's a Russian film, but it's dubbed like in English, but it's about these robots and they just all come to life and take over. So it's very scary.
So the show we're watching now is called All American,
Oh, what's that on?
and I believe Netflix. Yeah, I think it's on Netflix. It's a story. It's based on the true story of former NFL player Spencer Paysinger. It's actually a really good. It's a good show. It's a football show. It's like a high school show. Thank you, Angela. Angela loves our costumes. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I appreciate it. Appreciate it much. I told Angela about our little idea that one day we're going to have like all the 2.0 hours and me and you, and we're all going to sit down in a big forum and have like a show about it. She thinks it's a great idea. I like it. Tomorrow night, Jewel.
Fun.
Tomorrow night 2.0 is definitely not up your alley.
Why?
Angela and I are supposed to be joined by a young lady who is going to talk about her career on OnlyFans.
Oh,
You know, because
why? I can talk to anyone.
but I know
Making me out to be a.
no, not at all. I know you're not, but you pick and choose your topics. But I want some people to talk about the pro effect, like making money and how it affects them. So we're going to try and get down to the nitty gritty. The young lady is supposed to be with us. Actually, took a trip to Vegas, and she got stuck there or missed her flight, so she may not make it. But we'll see. That's tomorrow night.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, check it out. Because, like, I think, I don't know. I don't think it's bad. Any way you make money. I got to tell you, I told my wife this. I said, if a bunch of ladies want to sit around and pay me money to look at my dick all day, I'm slapping that baby on every website imaginable.
Well, that's why all these people are quitting their jobs.
Exactly. What do you got to do to make your own? I gave you a hint. Boobies.
I saw this one girl. I watch 90 Day Fiance, but like it's like 90 Day Fiance rejects. And this girl, she's so stupid. But I just watch her because she's stupid. And she did this OnlyFans, but it's just her feet. And she just like smashes different desserts with her feet and people pay her. I don't understand.
I hear it's very
Like,
popular.
yes, it's a very nice job. Like she thinks it's like her profession. I guess it is. I guess if it's paying your bills, no one else is.
Right, exactly. Like, I mean, like the young lady that's supposed to come on tomorrow night is a college student. And see, I'll sell feet pics too. You kidding me? You look at my feet all day long. They're ugly as hell though. They're not putting asses in seats.
Yeah, I did 18 years of ballet and ice hockey. No one wants to see my feet.
Wow, I can imagine. Jesus, that's a rough twosome right there.
Yeah.
Between the skates and the I've seen I like. I don't even want to talk about the movie Black Swan because you know where I go when I start talking about it. But that scene, like where she like breaks her ankle and her.
Joey was Black Swan last night for ballet class. I didn't post pictures, but I will. Yeah, she was very cute.
No cleavage is Jeffney. Yeah, people like Jeffney.
Jeffney.
You know, for the folks at home, they're like, maybe we'll have another contest. We're going to do an autographed picture of Jeffney. Look at that. Sexy.
Is Angela going to be there Saturday? We can hang out then.
I don't know. I hope so. She had mentioned going. I mentioned about the tickets. I hope she got tickets. For those of you who are local and are friends of ours, even if you're not friends of ours, just want to hang out. It is this Saturday. Carve out some time for Cassie's Booby Bash. It's a costume party October 30th at Maggio's. Tickets will be sold at the door. Tickets are $60, but it's food and drink. Loso Brewing is going to have a couple beers there, and some great food from Maggio's. It's a costume party, so come dressed. The money gets donated towards Cassie's Cancer Fund. God bless you, Cassie. As you know, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month is ending on the 31st. But she's a trooper. She had a rough last couple of days, but she's fighting it, and she's going strong, and she's getting near the end of her treatments, and on to the next, And she said she will be. She said she's going to be a Ouija board. Woo! I can't wait to see that.
Oh, I'm the demon. You're the Ouija board. I'm not being this Saturday, but
I want to suggest, and not plugging, but I suggest Uber because it's going to be a dandy. And she said, I hope I have the strength for it. That's why I wanted to be. I told her Professor X, wheelchair. I could have been Wolverine. Could have rolled around all night. We'll be there. It'll be a great time. There's a lot of tickets that were sold.
Take it easy.
And it's going to be a good time. Just don't leave your drama at home. Bring your fun hat. It's going to be kicking ass.
No drama.
No. A big thank you to, actually a big thank you now before it even goes off to Sam from Maggio, Sam Schubert, who has done so much to help us create. Cassie's sister-in-law, Lauren, who has been outstanding in arranging everything from the baskets to the tickets to the prizes and everything. There's going to be raffle tickets sold. There's some great prizes going on. Salon Ulta, our friend Christy's donating some great Salon Ulta stuff. Chickies and Pete's, my man Rocco, Chickies and Pete's in Warrington, they're donating a Chicky and Pete's basket. There's going to be sports tickets, from what I understand. A lot of great stuff. Great cause. I'm telling you, if you know me, Cassie, Jewel will tell you our Halloween parties usually bump. We're big into Halloween, so it should be a great time. Like I said, just bring your adultness, but have fun.
Oh yeah, and I looked up pictures. Oh, I can't wait to meet you, cutie.
What?
I don't know what to say. I'm awkward.
You too, cutie.
That was nice. No, I looked up picture. It's so nice in there too. It's like really fancy. I don't know if my costume's appropriate.
The ballroom, for those of you who may not know, is where me and Cassie had our reception.
Oh
yeah, we had a brunch reception. I wish I knew you back then because we played it like low key. We had a brunch. So we had like all breakfast foods. We got married early in the morning, had breakfast food, like a breakfast buffet. The Maggio's had pizza and breakfast pizza as like the appetizer, and then they had cocktail time, and it was great. And they're great people. We've been going there for years. Sam is awesome. He's more than willing to help us out. Like I said, Lauren has done a terrific job getting it together. And like I said, Loso Beer, we'll have a couple beers on tap. There's a beer wall that's going to be available for the raffle tickets. Our friend Jeff Keenan, who's a beer rep, has a beer wall, like tons of cases of beer. A lot of great prizes available. So come on out, check it out. Like I said, if you're a jerk, stay home.
yeah.
Man Cave Scores, Jewel. I can't wait.
Okay.
The Halloween edition, because it's all
boy.
Halloween stuff. And let's start off, first of all, with the most famous, dressed up, clown-looking people ever. And that's the band from Kiss. There's a Gene Simmons.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. And Ace Frehley. Oh, yeah, from Kiss. Terrific. Cute.
Cuties.
Cuties. You're such a cutie. So that's first. Now, I did paint you a picture. Right back here. Isn't it great? Nice splashes of blue.
Oh, wow. You made so much progress.
I did. Looks like it did when I started the show. So Funko Pop has their own Christmas ornaments this year.
Stop it.
Yeah, no, you're like, what does Christmas have to do with Halloween? Well, none other than Sally Stitches and Jack Skeleton.
Oh, that's so cute.
They are so cute. They're ornaments. Look at that on your Christmas tree. Love them.
Oh my god. Oh my god. They're having like a Nightmare Before Christmas sing-along thing. Now I know they did this before with Catherine O'Hara, Paul Rubens, Danny Elfman. But this Friday, they're doing it live with Billie Eilish as Sally. I'm so excited.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. That is.
Yeah. And Joey's
like
like such a big Billy and Nightmare Before Christmas fan, as we all are. But, oh, man, it's going to be great. I can't wait to watch it.
Angela, I'll paint a picture of you. Did you ever see Titanic?
I'll make you a pop. That's what I'm good at.
Hey, again, I know I showed this a lot. And I still haven't found a frame that fits it, so it's still in a cheesy frame, but look at this.
Yeah,
Amazing.
It's a pop.
That's just Chef's a Pot. Jewel painted this, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I did.
For my birthday.
Yeah. A little Loso shirt.
She loved me. Little Lucy. She loved me. Paint me like a French woman. Paint you like a French whore.
She's on it.
Titanic. What else we got? We got from the Batman Build-A-Figure series, Scarecrow. That's very Halloween. It's Halloween fitting, right?
He's so scary.
He is, and there's like you build like a giant figure. You collect all the pieces, build a giant Bane figure. Very cool.
Ooh.
Scarecrow.
You have a lot of them, don't you? You have
Yes. I got the whole series of the one, and then I got like half the series of the other. The one that had that Wonder Woman with a mohawk, which I thought was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. It's like the Apocalypse one. I should be her next.
Yeah, shave your head for real, too.
Yes. I love art.
I won't shave my armpits for the French woman. That just ruined that whole thing. I mean, Titanic, there's no hair in the armpits. I got these today. These are awesome. Funko Pop again. The werewolf, the Wolfman, rather.
Oh, cute.
And Bride of Frankenstein.
Oh, stop.
Walgreens exclusive, ladies.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Now, I saved the best for last, Joel, because I found this figure. And normally I worry about the value and the trade and reselling and all that, but I didn't care. Because this figure is none other than Dexter! It's a Dexter Morgan action figure. Look at that thing!
Stop it.
So
I want
friggin'
him.
cool. I got to find one for you.
Oh, he's so cute.
Oh,
That looks like the new one, too. He's
It
all
does.
like, yeah.
Get all the way up in there. Look at Dexter.
Dude, Yellowstone and Dexter are coming out on the same night. That's going to be a great night for TV.
Oh, if you look at the back, I never even noticed it. If you look at the back, you probably can't see it because of glare. He's got his sack where he keeps all his knives.
Oh, stop it.
Ooh, Dexter, I can't wait.
I
Love me
love
some
Dexter. I was going to bring my Dexter mug out for tonight, but
Now, if I think about it, Joel, if
Very
I
cute.
take the glasses off and shave my face, I could be Dexter.
you could.
Or if I could kill people with my left and my right hand, I could be ambidextrous.
Ah,
Ouch. Jesus Christ. That's 30 seconds I wish I had back.
that's always a cute costume. Like someone's Dexter and the other's a victim wrapped in plastic.
Or you put yourself on the table and you roll yourself in like you're your own victim. That's
Complicated.
I can't wait to this weekend. I get excited for Halloween. I love having Halloween with Jewel. There's a lot of tickets were sold, so I thank you to everybody that purchased tickets. I also want to say thank you, and I don't know who checks this out. My wife did a meal train, and what they do is obviously people donate meals for people that are having, normally I work like 12 hours a day. Cassie works from home, and she gets the chemo and the treatment, so it's hard for her to cook. But the people, and tonight my man Justin Slavin was nice enough to make his homemade chili, and dude, it's phenomenal. So thank you to Justin for the chili. Our neighbor, Kate and Brett, who are outstanding neighbors, they made tacos for us, so that was outstanding. And a lot of people have donated other things and pasta meals and all that. So thank you, everybody. It really means a lot. And everybody's food's freaking amazing, Joel. These people are kicking ass. Like, you worry, like, I wonder how someone's food's going to taste. You're like, yeah, it's like better than mine.
I know. I love trying other people's recipes. That's such a great thing. You definitely have something for me coming very shortly. But no, that's so great. I'm so happy things are coming together, and people don't realize like just a meal helps so much. Like you're not having to think about just that is a weight off. So keep kicking its ass.
Absolutely. Like I said, I felt bad. I usually don't miss work. I was horribly sick this morning, and she was very sick this morning too, and I felt bad to call out, and I started feeling better later in the day, but she was bad, and I helped her out today, and she got over it. Yeah, everything's good now. So yeah, I mean, let's give a little bit. I doubt it. I doubt it. I'm calling your bluff.
Ooh.
I'm telling you, the battle was on this holiday season.
I'm gonna try it.
Sweet potato pie versus pumpkin pie.
Oh, I don't think you can compare the two. You know,
I just
I'm
want
not saying.
I just want free pie. I don't.
Hey, I want to try some chili. I always thought my brother made the best chili. He really does. So every time he makes it, because he's my neighbor, I'm like, what are you making, bro? Send some of that my way.
Is that chili?
I love chili. Yes.
I've won contests. Yes, but how's
Oh.
your chili? Yes, but how's your chili?
What spice level is it, shall we say?
Yeah, it's a spicy because Justin's is pretty not overly spicy. It's good spicy.
A little
I
kick.
like
I
it.
like a little kick.
Little
Not,
kick.
not too much. The devil, like some mild.
Cassie makes a nice one. Chili indeed.
I'm such a punk with spicy food. I cannot eat it.
Like chili dogs. I'm gonna make my wife a chili dog.
Ooh.
I'm gonna dunk my wiener in chili.
Did you hear about that chick? Oh my god. Did you hear about that chick? She was like in college and she died from a hot dog eating contest recently.
Were there actual
choked
hot
on
dogs,
a
or was
hot
she gonna like? Oh.
No, yeah, real hot dog.
Well,
It's insane.
hot dogs are not good for you.
No. And they're dangerous. Why are
Well-
they having hot dog eating contests?
So, story real quick. I know hey, Robert Perini showed up at the end. But he said, you know what? I got to, every time he makes a comment, I got to post because that face of that little boy. I mean, Gord, he's so cute.
Oh.
Not being biased because that's my nephew. He's adorable. He's the second
Really is.
cutest Perini in history. Number one. Dangerous. Now, all right, so real quick, the story. So I worked with a guy at a car dealership several years ago. And one day he was out sick for like days. He missed like 3-4 days of work. And everybody's like, where's George? Where's George? So he was in the hospital. He gets out of the hospital and he comes in and we're like, dude, where you been? He's like, I don't know. I was feeling sick and all my counts went real high. And like, what'd you say? And he said, doctor said change your diet. And I'm like, what were you eating? He goes, well, all week I was going to 7-Eleven because they had a cheap lunch, like 2 hot dogs and a soda for $3. And I'm like, wait a minute. You ate 2 hot dogs a day for a week? He's like, yeah, I wasn't feeling good at all. I'm like,
No shit.
dude, like,
I used to be in high school and you used to get the taquitos and coming off the bus. And I had
Yeah.
one like 2 days in a row. I was like, I got sick immediately.
oh, like my wife always tells me, and I hate to share this with the audience, but she said like
What?
hot dogs have so much additive and shit in them that you can die you can have a heart attack just eating one hot dog. Like that's kind of thing. This guy ate 6. I watched the 7-Eleven dude clip his toenails and grab a pretzel. We didn't need that at all. Oh Jesus. That was nasty. The devil looks I like that little sideburn thing she did there. Whatever devil has face. Henry's in the house, sitting on the steps, just staring at me. Never comes on the show. He just sits there. See, Jules' cat comes on the show. My dog just sits there.
She's in him. We had an accident. She had a little trip.
Oh,
All right.
you
Wrap
can't
it up.
have the audience see you cry. You're like the queen spokesmodel of the Yo Show.
Oh, I got to take care of her.
Okay, you do that. We're pretty much at 10 o'clock time anyway, so I'll load up the theme song. We got guests coming in the next few weeks. Don't forget Yo 2.0 tomorrow night. Angela Marie, who's coming early, will be with me. And we're going to discuss the pros of OnlyFans. Yeah, we're going to make a lot of fans that night. But it should be great. The young lady, I don't even know if I can give you her name because I don't know how much she wants to reveal about herself. I guess I'll find out soon. She's very cute. She's adorable. Little Miss Joey. So make sure you attend to Joey. A huge thanks to Lydia Manson for coming on and being great and getting in costume. Jewel, thank you again for being in costume. We love Halloween. I almost hate to end the program because then I got to take all this off and wash all this crap out of my beard. But I will see you Saturday, Jewel. I'll see a lot of you out there at Cassie's Booby Bash. Like I said,
Everyone there.
bring your fun and bring your leave your drama at home. We're going to take you out with the music of St. Ricketts. It is what fire cannot burn. www.saintrickets.com. Shared a couple messages the other day. My man Tom Nusspickle, the new album is close, and he said, pretty much up to Rosso at this point to finish. So, Eric, get singing, dude. Drop down the tracks. We need it. Robert Perini, it took to the end of the show, but the comment of the night, I look like Seth Rogen. Damn it!
Oh, you got the voice too.
Yeah, pink little braille nipples. I like those.
Oh my
We're
god.
getting more of a. How come 13 people are on the list now? Okay. Anyway, we love you. St. Ricketts, Jewel, thank you again for a great night. Lydia Manson, thank you very much.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Joel and I will see you Tuesday. Angela and I will see you tomorrow night.
Have
a great evening.
Terrific night.
Have a boo-rific Halloween. Happy Halloween, JoJo. Is the volume up? No. Now it is.
No.
Exit song. Hit it.